to flip, but all the ICE is running away from the protest. They're scared. Oh, now they're backing up. Oh, they're really scared. Why y'all scrambling, guys? What's going on? ICE is running away from the Byhalia protest. I don't really know why. We're just here chilling. We haven't even started talking. They're running away.
Immediately.
We're about to start the Byhalia protest at the warehouse, and ICE just left the premises.
for conversion into an ICE detention center where they will cage up to 8,500 human beings. Back in December, the Washington Post published a list of proposed locations for mega warehouses that ICE wants to use for detention. As of this week, we have learned from leaked documents that this community and this warehouse are on that list, and that ICE intends to be doing a visit to view the warehouse today. We will not stand by while our neighbors are snatched from their homes and funneled into warehouses. This is a site of state-sponsored violence. ICE detention centers have always been sites of abuse, neglect, and dehumanization. Their track records are overflowing with inhumane treatment, from medical neglect to solitary confinement and lack of due process. 4 people have died in ICE detention already in 2026. We do not want this in Mississippi. People who live here in Mississippi know how important it is to show up for each other, take care of your neighbor, and stand up and say something when we see wrong being done, and that's what we're here to do today. We cannot allow the federal government to supersize the harms of detention by warehousing even more people in industrial facilities, all while continuing to deploy armed agents to terrorize community members on our streets. We're here to say no more concentration camps in Mississippi, no more investing in maximum detention with minimum accountability. With me this morning are other concerned residents of North Mississippi and community leaders. First, we will hear from Katie Gilbert, a concerned resident of Lee County.
Hello, my name is Katie Gilbert. I'm a citizen of Lee County, and I just wanted to say I'm a random lady with a random TikTok following, not many followers at all. But once I started posting about things happening in our state, in our country, I have gathered more following, and I just want to say the average like to comment ratio, the like to view ratio is 1 to 10. So 1 like and 10 views. All the things I'm posting about Mississippi, about ICE, about all the things going on in our country are well over that. Today I made a video talking about the protest here. There might only be a few of us here, but there are hundreds of people in my comment section saying, I'm just seeing this today. I wish I was here, all over the state, the coast and Byhalia here, all over. So it just, even if you only see us, there are so many people in this state who care about this. And so much of this is being done in darkness. They're trying to hide this in just back streets. We need to let this be known and speak out about this. So if you're seeing these things happen, if you're a concerned citizen of Mississippi, of the nation, like they're rewriting all the history. Like we all saw what happened to Renee Colgood, and now they're rewriting that and saying that she was attacking him with her car. We saw the video, and we have a dark history in Mississippi, but we do not have to have a dark future. We can fight for this, and we can speak up for this. Thank you.
Who is a resident here in Byhalia.
Good morning. My name is Cindy Garcia. I am a resident of Byhalia for over 25 years, and just found out about what was going to happen in my community. And yes, I'm a very concerned citizen here in Byhalia. All of my 3 adult children who graduated from Byhalia High School. So I've been here a while, helped our community. And the news that I found out yesterday, I was shocked, because I feel that it's going to affect my family, it's going to affect our community, and it's going to affect everything. What she said before, with all this going on right now, with all these warehouses that have been built here in Marshall County near Byhalia city limits, we're struggling, our schools are struggling, and I feel with this facility 5 years ago was to stay away from the crime, to get away from the gangs. And here I came to a countryside where, of course there's going to be a little bit of crime, but it's not as much as it is in the Memphis area. Now, the Hispanic community that I know has grown a lot in the past 10 years. We can tell from the schools, Byhalia High School, H.W. Byers, and any other schools around here. The Hispanic students have grown a lot. And of course, if that ICE facility here is going to affect our schools, it's going to affect a little bit of local Hispanic businesses that just got here, and it's going to affect the other local businesses. We only have one grocery store here in Byhalia, which is Reed's, and just this past Thanksgiving, they had to close down early because they didn't have, enough for everybody with all the houses and apartments that are being built. They're still clearing out areas to build more. So it's just priorities are being taken to the wrong areas, and that's my opinion. And I hope that all my Byhalians in our community, our Hispanic community, I hope this is my first knowing about this, and now I'm letting you know, and everybody's going to have different opinions, and I just hope that you open your mind and really think about this facility being open. If it's going to benefit us Byhalians, or if it's going to affect everybody here, because all of this it just doesn't look good at all. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, our next speaker is Andrea Gonzalez from B901.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Gonzalez. I am representing Vecindarios 901, which is a community-based organization in Memphis. However, I am also a longtime resident of DeSoto County. One thing that I love to share about DeSoto County, about Mississippi, when I'm, outside of the country, outside of the state, is just how great the people are, how warm the people are, how welcoming the people are, and will always be willing to lend you a hand. I mean, look how quickly we were able to gather people together to come and protest this. I come from a small town in DeSoto County that has 1,000 people, and yet this warehouse behind us is set to house 8,500 people, humans. That is 8 times the size of the people in my town, and it is sickening that someone here in Byhalia in Mississippi would think that that is something that our residents want, that our community members want. You can throw a stone and you hit a different type of Mexican restaurant. You hit a different type of cultural place or restaurant or place where people can come together, and this is not that. This is not what the people want. This is, again, being done in darkness. No one knew that this was happening. The fact that we even know we're able to gather this much people just speaks to how little the leadership is listening to us at the local level, at the state level, and especially at the federal level. So I hope that if you are watching this, if you are listening to this, if you know any of the amazing people behind me around us, that you will talk, that you will tell people what is happening here or trying to happen in Byhalia, Mississippi, and that you will let your governor, your state leaders, your local city leaders know that this is not what the people want, and we are like you can see that right behind us, and that's all I'll say on that.
Okay, I should have worn gloves. Our next speaker will be Lovey West, the national president of the Federation of Democratic Women.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As she mentioned, I'm Lovey West, president of the National Federation of Democratic Women. And I'm here to be a voice for those that are not able to be here today. As we all know, the history of this country, and especially in the South, has been where women didn't always have a voice, where people of color have not always had a voice. So are we going back to that kind of situation? What kind of country are we living in that we will sanction concentration camps in our neighborhood. What kind of country are we living in that we will allow organizations like this to come into our neighborhoods without informing the neighborhoods, without doing an environmental study, without any kind of humanity concerns? We, the people of these United States of America, are expressing our disagreement with this kind of action. We can no longer stand by and wait for someone to do this to us. We can no longer stand by and allow our communities to be run by a Trump-like administration here in the state of Mississippi. So I invite everyone on the sound of my voice not to let it end today, but to continue to speak out, and more importantly, speak out in the polls. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, we have our Democratic candidate for the United States House of Representatives, District 1, Cliff Johnson.
Good morning. My name is Cliff Johnson. I'm a Democratic candidate for Congress here in the 1st District. I'm a 5th generation Mississippian. I'm a civil rights lawyer. Good friends in Byhalia, in Marshall County, across Mississippi. Let me say this plainly. We are here today because we refuse to let our home become part of a system of cruelty. We are here because we believe in law and in justice, in order and humanity. And we are here to say with one voice, no ICE detention facility in Byhalia, Mississippi.
Yes. Woo!
Mississippi knows something about injustice.
Yes.
Yes.
We know what it looks like when government power is used to intimidate people.
Speak it.
Yes.
We know what it looked like treated as targets. We know what it looks like when fear becomes policy. Mississippi has seen violence. We have seen the terror of roundups. We have seen families broken and communities silenced. And over generations, we have fought hard together to bend the arc of our story toward justice, toward something beautiful, toward community. Community like you see behind me today. So let me be clear. We are not going back to that old system of injustice.
Speak it.
Yes.
This time aimed at immigrants. We're not going to let these people set up shop in our backyard. Down here, we may not agree on all of our politics. We do have disagreements, but we agree on some things.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't treat people like animals.
Yes.
You don't profit off of suffering.
Yes.
You don't build cages and pretend it's public safety.
Amen.
Say it.
Sure, don't call cruelty Christian.
Yes.
We are taught in our Bible to show kindness to the strangers in your land.
Yes.
Because you yourselves were once strangers in the land of Egypt.
Mm.
We believe in kindness. We believe in hospitality. We believe in family and in work and in second chances and in dignity. And that's why this doesn't fit in Byhalia, Mississippi.
Speak it.
And
Yes.
I want to be honest about what this is and what this is not. This isn't about public safety. This isn't about border security. This isn't about order. This is about rounding people up. This is about building a pipeline, an assembly line, where human beings are swept up, detained, and deported with little transparency and too often with no mercy. And now they want Mississippi to play a role. They want us to look away while families are torn apart. They want us to stay quiet while children are taken from their parents. They want us to pretend we don't see it. But we've been on the wrong side of history before, and we're not going to do it again. I want to speak directly to what's happening in Washington and what we're being told. President Trump promised the American people we're only going after criminals. He promised this would be targeted, limited, focused on the worst of the worst.
Yes, he did.
But look around the country. Look at what's happening in real life. This is not careful. This is not targeted. This is not justice. This is a sweeping roundup carried out by masked agents storming through communities, snatching people up in front of their families, terrifying children, spreading fear, and breaking hearts. They promised one thing, and then they demanded another. They are pushing wholesale roundup of our immigrant brothers and sisters and people they think look like immigrants. And if we let them build this detention center here in Byhalia, let's be clear about what we're doing. We're not just building a facility. We're building the infrastructure for those roundups.
Yes.
We're building the pipeline. We're helping turn Mississippi into the staging ground for mass detentions. And I'm here to say today, Mississippi will not be used for that. Byhalia will not be used for that, not in our name. And if anyone thinks we're exaggerating, you think this is no big deal, then look at what's happened, what other people have talked about today. Look at the killing of Renee Nicole Good. Look at the people who died in custody. Let that sink in. We know what happens when people are taken. We don't have to guess. I've represented people locked up in ICE detention facilities all across this country, in Chicago and beyond. Lawsuits and investigations have described inhumane conditions inside these facilities. People held for days in filthy environments, no access to health care, no access to lawyers. Human beings treated like animals held at the slaughterhouse. And let me say it plainly. If a system requires inhumane conditions to operate, then that system is wrong.
Say it, Cliff. Yes, Cliff.
So when someone tells you, don't worry, it'll be safe, you tell them, show me the accountability, show us
Yes.
transparency, show us humanity, because the record is clear: when detention expands, abuse expands with it. Now, what does it mean here in Byhalia? Several of us are from Byhalia, have businesses in Byhalia, live in Byhalia. You've heard from folks. It means more raids right here in Northeast Mississippi, in Byhalia. ICE will set up shop in every way. It means more trauma in our neighborhoods. It means more fear in our schools. Ask my friend Montrevious Hall about what his school looks like, where his kids go to school. Ask them who their classmates are and their friends are. Think about the impact on those children and their families right here in Byhalia. Suspicion in church pews, my friends. Mistrust between law enforcement and the local community, all wrapped up in one word. We're going to hear it, guys. Jobs. Let me say something about that. Mississippi does need jobs. We do not need blood money.
Yes. Say it.
We do not need jobs that depend on cages. We do not need jobs that depend on suffering. We do not need jobs that depend on separating mothers from their babies. Let's build something in Byhalia. Let's build something beautiful. Let's build a school. Let's build a hospital.
Yes.
Let's fill this building with good paying jobs.
Yes.
With our tax money.
Yes.
So I'm calling on Congressman Trent Kelly. This is your district. Senators Wicker, Hyde Smith, Governor Reeves, every local official, every county official, supervisors, every legislator, mayor, pastor, sheriff. Stand up.
Power to the
Stand up.
Do not hide behind paperwork. Don't claim you didn't know.
No, thank you.
Don't pretend this is somebody else's responsibility, because if you sign off on this, you own everything that comes after. You own all of it. And I'm calling on people of Mississippi, everyday Mississippians. Call your congressmen, call your senators, call your supervisors, call those state reps. Demand public hearings, demand transparency, demand accountability, and most of all, do not be intimidated. Mississippi has a long tradition of brave people who did not bend the knee. Mississippians marched when it was dangerous, spoke when it cost something.
Say it.
Yes.
Prayed, and then we acted. Let me close with this. Some people are going to say, why do you care? They're immigrants.
Right.
And my answer is simple. Because we are Mississippians.
And tomorrow it can be you.
Many of us are people of faith. We know what it means to see our brothers and sisters treated less than human. We know what it means to see our brothers and sisters targeted, brutalized. We know what it means when the law is used as a weapon instead of a shield. So we will not allow Byhalia to become a detention town. We will not allow Mississippi to become a partner in mass roundup policies. We will not allow our state to be known for cages instead of courage. And we say it together today. No detention center in Byhalia. No human cages in Mississippi. Not in our name, not on our land, and not with our silence.
No way.
God bless you. Let's keep fighting peacefully, powerfully, and together. Thank you.
Just want to thank everyone for coming out. Thank you to all of our speakers, and thank you to the press for being here. In closing, we want to say loudly and clearly, we do not want human beings warehoused here. We do not want to sit by and watch human suffering in our backyard. We do not want our neighbors and community members afraid to go to school, go to work, or go to church. ICE, you are not welcome here. Thank you.
Guys, I'm on live stream and they don't want me to end. They want to talk to anybody here who wants to talk to them. There's 99 people. If anybody just wants to say a quick something, literally anything, there's just some random people who want to talk to people who are here. Would you want to say anything to them?
Sure.
This is sorry, I'm gonna flip it. Guys, grandma's new to this. How do I flip it? Settings. Dismiss. Sorry, I'm trying. Okay, I'm showing it on you, sorry. So this is a resident of Byhalia. What's your name?
My name is Cindy Garcia.
And Cindy, why do you care about what's going on here?
I've been living here for almost over 25 years, along with my 3 kids who are now adults.
Yes.
So they all 3 graduated from Byhalia High School. I've been involved with the community, in the schools, even leaders around here, some politicians.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I have a little
Absolutely.
knowledge,
Yes, ma'am.
and
you're well rooted in your community.
Yes, very well rooted, and it's going to affect me. I'm
Absolutely.
a U.S. citizen.
Yes.
I'm also a Mexican American. So yes, definitely, it's gonna affect me in the way I live here.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
a citizen, and then I also have my Hispanic roots.
Yeah.
And so the Hispanic community here has grown in the past 10 years. You can tell by our schools. I don't know the numbers.
Yeah.
I know pretty much the Marshall County School District. They know who I am.
Yes, ma'am.
They know what I'm for.
Yeah.
And so with this being here, it's going to affect our schools, definitely, like Mr. Johnson
Yeah,
said.
absolutely.
It's going to affect our community. People are going to be scared. They're going to move.
Yeah.
Which, if they move, it's
Less
gonna,
jobs, less opportunities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The little bit of Hispanic businesses that are here are going to shut down.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like he said, there's going to be so much more ICE in the
Right,
community
right.
just with this facility.
And not only that, you bring that, we already have enough hostility in this country.
Yeah.
With everything else going on. Why add to it?
Yeah.
And then, I'm not real well about my history, but, with all the racism on
Yeah,
this area,
yeah.
even now,
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
say it's gone.
It's still
It's
here.
not gone.
It's still here. Yeah.
I even had encountered that.
Yeah.
My 23-year-old son encountered that not too long ago.
And it's awful that people are feeling braver even today to do that kind of stuff. You know, it's awful.
Yes, like they've been given a
Yes,
little open door, and from there people take it.
Yes.
And then and I'm afraid. I'm a citizen.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the how life is right now.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to live in fear in your community. No, absolutely.
And I fear for my kids.
Absolutely.
I feel for my grandkids.
Yeah.
In the way how they're gonna grow.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
nowadays I don't even know what to tell my children
Yeah, what
anymore.
can you tell them?
You know, before you say, "Hey, don't fight." If they touch you, then you know.
Yeah, but
now
now
it's like
it might be a literal life or death situation.
You can't say something nice to somebody
Yeah.
because they have that look.
Yeah.
They want to, like, everybody nowadays is aggressive and just quick to hostility.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we need to change that.
Yes.
With all the churches here in Mississippi and Tennessee,
Yes.
like, I'm surprised the way people act.
Absolutely.
Like,
and they're
they
sitting
got,
in their
like,
church pews and doing
exactly.
that. Yeah.
And like the politician said, Mr. Johnson, You know, we're supposed to be Christians. We're supposed to be people of faith. That needs to be. We need to continue bringing that back.
Yes.
We need to focus more on getting that back here. And so, but this is my daughter.
Hello.
And she's also a citizen and a business owner.
Is there anything you wanted to say? What's your name, by the way?
Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
As my mom said, she brought me here probably when I was about 5 years old to get away from the chaos, the trouble that's usually found in the cities. I grew up here, you know, playing in the mud, playing in the dirt.
Yes.
You know, it's fun.
Country girl.
And country girl. And I brought my kids for the same reason.
Yes. A peaceful life.
A peaceful
yes.
life. My kids are also Mexican American. Their father is from Mexico. And, you know, I never thought that I was going to have a conversation with my children.
Yeah.
Things might be said to you. You know, you might get targeted. There was an instance, somebody told my son, none of my kids have been to Mexico. They're kind of no Saba kids.
Yeah.
But they know where their roots are.
Absolutely.
But he had somebody tell him, mind you, he's 10. I don't teach him racism.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
teach him quality.
And it has to be taught, by the way. Yeah.
And a student told him, well, go back to Mexico. And he's like, Mom, but why did he tell me that? I said, and what did you respond? He was like, well, I've never been.
Exactly.
So,
I'm an American.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a
And
citizen.
like you said, racism is taught.
Exactly. Yes.
That you know, kids respond because they've been taught that.
Yes.
And that's wrong.
Thank y'all so much for speaking with me. Do you want to go over there and join them?
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Watch out.
Yes, thank you. That's mine. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I left it when I went up there. I'm going to end this now. Thank y'all so much for watching this. I want y'all to know, though, that before we started the protest, a lot of ICE agents we assume were here in vehicles, and they all pulled off immediately when we started. So we don't know what that's about. We're going around the building to see if they're in the back. So yeah, actually, I'm going to keep recording. I can't promise to be interesting on the walk over there, though. Sorry about that. Oh, we're taking a picture. Okay, bye guys. How do I end it? Pause live. They're inside looking at us. You can't see, you can see their legs right there. They're scared. Oh, they're scared. Oh, they're scared.
Oh my god.
Oh, look, they're recording us. Fuck guys, fuck y'all. Hi, I see you. Cowards. Yeah, I see you walking away. Oh, I see you. History will remember you. History will remember you. I see y'all walking farther away, you cowards. Why'd you go farther away from the door? Are you scared? Oh, I see. I see. We're not going to do anything, but we're watching you, and history will remember. Okay, laugh about it. Y'all are part of a corrupt system. Thank you, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
And now security's coming to kick us out for speaking our mind. So that's cool. Oh, sheriff's department's here. Okay, now I'm going off. But like you see, they kicked us out. They didn't because we didn't like cause a scene, but they effectively kicked us out.